It's a good one, by the way. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk EV almost every Sunday at 7:20 p.m. Central European time. I hope you're all doing great. I'm doing amazing. Before we start, always subscribe, always support the channel. We have channel membership and Patreon support here on this channel. Thank you very much. And if you're German and if you prefer it in German, except for Let's Talk EV, that's not in German, but the rest of my videos I try to make in German. Except for the video you saw in the picture. This is Cindy with the ID.5 that I had last week. And this was one of the pictures we took, and I thought I'd take this as the picture today. Happy Sunday, everyone. This is just water, by the way. No coffee. Yep, I thought we as always go a bit through the electric news that I found. Then we go a bit through what happened last week. There were 2 negative things last week. Boo! And then we go what's happening this week and what car I have right now. I have a Kia EV6 rear-wheel drive in red. Today I did the Agro AM. Today I did the range test at 130. It's all about, I haven't told the Patreons and members yet what the result was, but I will later. You will find out with the video, the rest, the normal folk, as we say. Photostorm is here as well. By the way, who needs this lens? I'm selling this lens. It's a Tamron for Sony E17 to, where am I? Come on, get me focused. 17 to 28 f2.8. I'm selling it. Perfect thing is when you zoom, it doesn't move. That's awesome for a gimbal, but it doesn't have optical stabilization, and the zoom is not enough for me. That's the problem. That's why I'm not using it. I have the 16 to 35 from Sony. That's way older, costs the same, but I have more zoom, and it has optical stabilization. I can't say it. Yep. Is someone new? Is he new, James? But let's go through some news first. Where are we? I hope this time I will switch and not forget. Yeah, I didn't forget. So, number one, of course, news is a lot about Germany because I live in Germany. But maybe that's interesting to other people as well. So first, on July 1st, Allego, which is a big charging company, so they build a lot of chargers. Not far away from where I work is a charger, and they're not just building 50. They started with 50 kilowatt chargers. What is this dirt on the thing? But they're also building parks with more chargers. For example, in Magdeburg, where there's an Ionity charger, a Tesla charger. You see me charging there all the time. I charged with Walter there. When I went to Wolfsburg, I always have to go there. And when I went to Hanover with Matthias to the ID.3 facelift premiere, we drove by there. And they have an Allego, I think 2 or 3 Allego chargers. And I think in Schleiz as well, where we charged. Yeah, Finnegan is here. He's saying hello. I have the GoPro here so we can see him. Finnegan is better. He's all fine. He's normal. Back to normal. To sometimes his annoying things. Are you sometimes annoying? Huh? Annoying that I can't work here on the computer. Ooh, look. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm fat. I'm started to have a pact with Cindy that I'm doing cardio every day, 25 minutes at least, on the elliptical that we have downstairs because I'm really fat. I gained weight. I don't do anything except for walking Wesley for 20 minutes a day or so, and then when I'm at work, walking a bit at work, but that's it. Okay, but their prices have been, where are we? Where's the price? Where did it go? I wanted to see where the price are now. Yeah, go like a bit. 60 cents per kilowatt hour. For AC, DC goes from 85 to 75. And DC above 50, 73, and that's it. Not that cheap. Then Ionity in the future will also use the hyperchargers from Altronic. You know those chargers? Here in Germany they have them everywhere. Every new hypercharger they have those chargers. They are amazing. They work pretty well. What I don't like about them, but this is a software thing, is that on the screen you can see your state of charge, how long you're charging. You can get fat on vegan diet. Of course, sugar is vegan and fat is vegan. That's no problem. And but it's tiny. If you want to see it on the big screen, which you can, you always have to press or scan your card. So if I want to film a charging session, those screens, so far with the software that I have seen from Fastnet and other chargers, it's not good. But for charging, for normal people, those chargers are amazing. They have 4 elements in them, and each element can charge 75 kilowatt, and the 2 CCS chargers. And sometimes they have CHAdeMO and AC Type 2 as well. They can have that. But if you use, if let's say it's not occupied, and if you use the charger, it depends what your charger, what your car can charge, how many segments it will use for you to charge. So let's say you charge to 75, then it's 1, to 150, it's 2 elements, to 3 would be 225, and above even 4, because it goes up to 300 kilowatt. I have been told that those chargers had the problem. I don't know if it's fixed yet. They wanted to fix it, but so far the problem was if a car starts charging very high, those 4 elements are then locked with this one charging session for this CCS plug. But it was long time ago when somebody told me that, but they were working back then on a software thing. So for example, you start with 220 kilowatt, it uses 3 elements, and then it goes down to 140. It will give the 2 elements away to the next plug, and if there's nobody there and you go back high, you can get the 3. But for example, you start at 200 kilowatt, use 3, then you go down to 140, only use 2, and then someone is plugging in on the other side, you never get more than 150. This was the plan back then. I don't know if they put it in motion. Then Lucid Air has delivered the first car in Switzerland, in Genf. That's cool. I have never seen the car. It's a Dream Edition Performance, 828 kilowatt, 861 kilometers of WLTP range. Oh my god. So we'll see. Next, this is cool. ZF, which is a company local here. They have even no people working there. They have 3 locations. No, 2. I have to think. No, they have 3 locations here in the area. One in Passau, one a few kilometers away from Passau, and one kilometer away from Passau. And then they have their main thing in Friedrichshafen. I think that's at the Bodensee, at the lake, Boden Lake. I don't know how you call it. To make exercise and training during charging. Yeah, that would be the thing. Always when you're charging. But they are developing gearboxes and stuff like this, and ZF stands for German Zahnradfabrik, which is gear factory, so one of the gears. And they have developed the 800 volt motor, and you would say, why is this important? Important here is 800 volt battery system. For the motor, it always has to be stepped down to 400 volt and a DC converter, and it's very efficient but not 100% efficient. And if you have an 800 volt motor, then You don't need that. That's very good. Lake Constanza. Constanza. That's the Bodensee in English? Lake Constanza? I didn't know that. Then Tesla is trying to start the Giga in Mexico in 2025. That's interesting. They're expanding like crazy. I have seen so many companies in the States. Other car brands are now. I have to see Finnegan here. Look at Finnegan. Oh. Are now starting to get to use the plug from Tesla. That's great for Tesla, bad for Tesla owners when the charging network is being used. We come to more, but GM, Ford, who else? Rivian will do it in a few years. But we get to more in a second. Then Hyundai in Germany is giving incentives guarantee. So they promise you will get the incentives even if you order soon, even if the car is not delivered as soon as you need it to get the incentives, because there's an incentive change at the end of August, beginning of September. And then I think another one on January 1st. And this affects me because from September 1st on, there are no incentives for companies anymore that buy an electric car. And I thought I would buy or lease my next EV, which will be from September to December. We'll see. Lease this over the company so I can put it in my tax and then pay less taxes. But incentives, if this is gone, which should be 3,000 or 4,500 euros. I don't know if I saved that much on taxes, so maybe I won't be doing that. But this all has to be calculated when this is time. And the Hyundai is giving that for the Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, but not for the Kona, for example. That you still get these incentives. So if you after that, they pay that for you. There's an efficiency upgrade for the Polestar 2. Because in the new version 2024 will be a tiny bit bigger battery. It will be rear-wheel drive, and it will be a more efficient motor. So this is awesome. I'm looking forward to driving the new Polestar because Polestar was always a great car. And the same with the Volvo models, the XC40, C40, but it never had that range. It always had a high consumption, and it was all to do with the motor because the car was not that boxy. So Polestar looks great. I see a lot of them driving away. But as a company, you don't have to pay VAT or not. I pay VAT because I'm a small company and it doesn't help me. So normally when you're a normal company, you sell something and people have to pay VAT to you, and then when you buy something you have to pay VAT, and at the end of the year you can balance that. But I get most of my money from YouTube, and YouTube doesn't pay VAT. They don't care. It's from Ireland, the money. It doesn't come from Germany. So if I have to pay VAT from that money, I get less money. So this is not something where others, they say, I want 200 euros and you have to pay VAT on top 20%. I just lose those 20%. Referral will really make the Polestar 2 a contender in the market space. I think it will be great. I hope it's more efficient. The WLTP range looks really good. I think they're making a great thing, and I'm very happy about it. Yeah, this is bad. So Volkswagen, their sales are going down big time. They are decreasing the production in Emden, where they are building the ID.4 and ID.7. They're starting to do the ID.7. where they are starting to produce the ID.7, which I don't think will be a lot. They're just producing a few. I mean, you can not even order the ID.7 right now. I know around when we can order it. It's still a while to go. And the media drive, so where people can drive the car, media people, is still a long time ago. And then delivery is also a while ago. And I don't know. But the thing is, they have to pre-produce till that time for the whole world, not just for Germany. So that's a problem. And there soon will be 3 weeks holiday, so the same in Wolfsburg, in Zwickau, and in Dresden. Volkswagen, everything is closed. But I saw that night shifts are not being done, and it's 30% less Nachfrage. People want 30% less cars than they have thought that they would do. And so that's why also I say in every Volkswagen video is that the production time, if you order an ID.3, 4 or 5 right now, I think maybe it's even bus 2, I don't know. It's only 2 to 3 months, in some configurations even earlier, I think if you get the standard stuff. Which is good, and which also means that the prices will go down. And I saw a next move, I don't know if this is true and if it will come. They say that higher price cars will have a bigger dip in the price than lower price cars, which would be amazing for me if I really get the ID.7. So this would be good news if it keeps. The only bad news here is that the ID.7 could be delayed and maybe it's not even come. When will their EV production be profitable? I think it already is, but you always have to go demand was Nachfrage. Demand and what you're producing. Why would you're not producing 200 cars if you're only selling 100? Where are you putting this? Then MG Motor for the MG4 is producing another motors. We have the MG4 X-Power with 320 kilowatt all-wheel drive. That sounds great. And the luxury version with the big battery. What didn't we do that last year? And it's 200 kilometers an hour. Woohoo! Top speed. I thought we did that already with that motor. I thought that was last week. Then first, the prices for the Kia EV9 in Europe have been. Didn't we do that last week? Sorry for off topic, it's okay. Good evening, is it possible with navigation in an ID.3 3.2 to save certain roads that you do not want to be considered for route planning permanently? No, you can't, sorry. I don't even know if a lot of navigation systems can do that. I don't think so. It would be easier if you just use, if you don't want to use a special route, put in a waypoint somewhere there that doesn't go around this area. I don't think that didn't we do this last week? I can't remember. We had 150 150 kilowatt rear wheel drive. There will be a slow car with almost 100 kilowatt hour battery for 75,000 euros. The launch edition GT line with 283 kilowatt all-wheel drive with the same battery will cost in Belgium almost 84,000 euros. Those are pricey cars. Woof. If you want the matte paint, it's 1,800 euros. I think it was the same for the Kia EV6. I think so. Normal paint is 800, 900 euros for the relaxation seats when they go all the way back. By the way, I have never used that in any Kia EV6. I have a Kia EV6 rear-wheel drive right now. I did it for a video, but I didn't use it in the video. I think it's a gimmick, but I never used it. Then, this is the thing what I was talking about. Polestar announces switch to NACS in North America. And I think this is the Tesla will enable access to the supercharger network of Tesla in 2025. So Polestar 2, Polestar 3 and so on will use that as well. And then we'll look at the Ionity map. I saw a few things. Ooh, a new one. This is already online. Why is this poster of building? I charged there already. Okay, no, this is a different one. What happened to the other one? Did they change that? Where are we? Oh no, this is up here. This is a different one. Ah, this is if you take this. So it's very famous here around here. So I'm here in Passau. Oh, you can't see. I'm here in Passau, and this is Munich. And you think if you want to go to Munich, you take this route down here. So this is the A3 to Austria, but then you can get off here, and then it's the B12, which is a country road, then the B20, and then I don't even know. No, B20 goes up here. It's B12, and then it becomes the A95 highway. And back in the day when I got my license, this A95 was way shorter than it is right now. They want to finish this at some point. There should be a highway to the A3 here, but they even said 10 years or so. And when I was starting to drive, it was maybe like 20 kilometers here and then another little spot in between. But now at least it goes all the way here to the middle. But still, this takes longer because on this country road, a lot of trucks are driving because they go to Austria down here. So I always have to go up A3 up here and then A92 to Munich. Even though this is a longer drive, it's way shorter. It's all highway. I only have to switch highway here. So every time I go to Munich, I have to go up here. And this is normal now. So when this is ever open, it will be totally weird. There will be and on the way back, this is annoying. They started to do a border control when you come from Austria right here. When you come from the B12 into the A3 here. And so even if you are in Germany, you've never left Germany, you have to go through this border control and there's always traffic jam. And that's freaking annoying. So there will be building a new charger here. Here, look at them. They're building like crazy. Yeah, we talked about this already. This. Then wasn't there a way up to... Yeah, it was... No. To Magdeburg. Yeah, here. Yeah, this is good for if you want to have to go to Berlin. There, Ionity is doing something. They were a bit slow in Germany for a while, but right now they're doing really good. Impressive. Let's do up here. Norway, still a few more. Sweden is that they have done a lot here. And in Finland is still a lot in construction, not doing anything. What do we have? Czech Republic is the same. France is full, but they're still doing stuff. What about Spain? Still waiting for someone here. Alicante, this is where I was for the ID7. Remember that? I had to go all the way from Munich down here to Alicante to drive for 45 minutes. Not very efficient. I would have loved if they would have done it somewhere in Germany. Because, yes, you would say, hey, they do it for the whole world. That's true. But when I was there, all I have seen was German press. I'm sure there's press from somewhere else. But, isn't that cute? But I have seen mostly German. People are more price sensitive these days. Other companies have the same problems. I think otherwise Tesla would now not lower the price. That's true. Is now a good time to buy an ID3? I have received a good price from a Volkswagen dealer. Somebody pressed the love. I saw a love thing go up. I don't even know where to see that. I received a good price from Volkswagen dealer for 25,000 euros, including government discounts for an ID3 Pro Life. That's really good. Is it new? If this is new, go take it right away. That's simple. That's very okay. I paid 46. Incentives then 40. Yeah, but that looks good. And let's go into UK. Ooh, they're really doing a lot. Scotland 2, Ireland is full. Another love. I see a lot of love thing going up. but I don't see them everywhere. Is this every time when someone says, now someone is always pressing love? I see hearts. Yes, it's new in Romania. So demand has dropped off significantly since supply has increased. Yeah, thanks a lot, 100, anytime. Let's close this map then. Yep. Let's talk about what happened this week to the 81 people here. We do a little poll. I have an amazing poll. I wanted to do it with a on YouTube at all, but we do it today. What car do I see a lot these days? And I mean in a relatively new car. Smart #1. MG4. MG5. Yeah, Polestar 2 is not dead. You already know then. Let's do it like this. So there's a little poll. So in the last few weeks, I have seen a lot of this car, which is relatively new, out in the market. Before that, I haven't seen any, and then suddenly now it starts to be way more. Maybe dealer discounts are back when the demand is lower. I got over 20% discount on my car 3 years ago. Cool, very cool. But let's talk what happened this week. On Monday, ID5 was picked up. I had the ID5 for 2 weeks, ID5 Pro. And it was a lot of fun. Did my big video. I know not a lot of people are watching that. I'm just trying something out here. If the big videos and also videos more for newbies, so not for people that don't have too much knowledge about electric cars, coming over here, something like this. Over here in the UK, Volkswagen are starting to offer 0% financing on new IDs, which is sign they have plenty of stock available. Ooh, I want that too. 0% financing. I want that on the ID7, but it doesn't make sense. I have a plan, we'll talk about it in a second. I have to ask Volkswagen if there's any way that I can do that, but I doubt it. Unless I lose a lot of money. So ID5 was picked up. Kia EV6 in red came, looks beautiful in that red, rear wheel drive. I did my range test today, like I said. Patreons and members, you can see it here. YouTube, it's also hard to do. Channel members, by the way, you have to always support the channel. Become a channel member here. You can do that for, I think, for $2.99 a month. That's nothing. Then you get special info. If something is happening, you get the info first. Sometimes there are giveaways that you are preferred. Say in the poll, what did I write? What cars do I see? Can I edit that? I can't do it. I meant, what car do I see a lot these days? Sorry. You heard what I said. I'm already complaining, so don't become a member. No, really appreciate it. It helps me a lot. And subscribe if you're new here, because that helps me big time. If people want to invite me, so car makers, to events or give me a press card, they're always looking at the subscriber numbers. And Patreon support the same. Patreon can even start with €1, but it's just not off YouTube. Some people don't like that if they have to go away from this environment to something else. I really like all of the production work you put into your videos. Thank you very much. Dude, I'm all shy now. I really like to do that. Not just film and end, which takes a lot of time. I'm always switching between a long video and doing a lot, and then shorter videos. I have not yet found what is the best. Hi, you did a great review on the ID5. That was excellent. Thank you very much. I mostly see Porsches or E-minis. Taycan I see very rarely. Yes, so this happened. Then I have planned to do the Volkswagen ID bus camping trip. Everything was planned. I sent the car dealer in Nuremberg my license and my my Personalausweis, my passport, and they said everything is fine. The company who's doing the build for the bus, so you can camp in it, would have picked up the car, brought it to him. I will go to him, leave the EV6 there. We talk about how this all works. He gives me all the data that I need. Hey, Wolpertinger. And then I would have driven to the Eibsee, filmed there, tested the stuff, nice drone footage, blah, blah, blah. A week before the trip, the weather was and then 2 days before, the weather was So the whole Friday rain. Then I thought I switch it from Friday, Saturday to Saturday, Sunday. But then on Saturday, it says also rain and thunderstorm. Here in Stuttgart, I see a lot, maybe company cars. Of what? The Porsche Taycans? And I see a few, but rarely, would say once a week, if even. Maybe it's always the same car. The car I'm talking about, I see almost every day. And a few different colors. Silver, yellow, black, maybe even a white one. Identity card is English word for Personalausweis, I think. I say passport. It's fine. I have no idea. You know what I mean. Yes, so I had to cancel that, sadly. And it's been postponed to this week. So this Friday, what date do we have? July 7th. I'm trying it again. We'll see how the weather is. And by the way, I have checked other areas around the Alps because I would have loved to have a mountain somewhere that just looks nice if I film something and if I stay with a camping in the mountains, not just as some lakes with nothing. But it was also rain, so the weather was just horrible. I don't even know what the weather says now. I should check. What does the weather say now for Friday? Friday, it's okay. Saturday is okay. Sunday is okay. Right now it looks good. There's thunderstorm on Thursday evening, but Friday, Saturday and Sunday, 24, 27 or 29 degrees. I would prefer to go from Friday to Saturday. It's also not holidays right now, I think, so it shouldn't be too busy because I have to go through Munich and then down the main road if anyone from Munich is going to Austria. My ID3 is 136,000 kilometers now. Woohoo! And how is it doing? Is all okay? Hey, I thought, by the way, that the ID3, after 2 years, I have to do the first inspection and then every year. But it's not. In the app it says, and even in the car, it's next year, not this year. So I don't do another service with Walter. I was a bit shocked. Because it says so in vehicle health. When you go in vehicle health, come on, focus, it says next service in 427 days. Huh. I thought it was every year now. But I think I have to do the TÜV, so the inspection of the government inspection. We'll see. So, this is planned for this week, like I said, the bus trip. Hopefully, it will be a lot of fun. I go by myself. Originally, it was planned that Cindy and the dogs will go with me. It looks more like camping. Even though I would know camping with Cindy, first of all, she would never sleep in the bus with me. She will take a hotel, so this would be weird. I film something where we all go and then Cindy is not there overnight. Cindy goes to bed extremely early. She's already in bed. She will be sleeping right now because she gets up extremely early. She gets up at 3:30, goes to bed at 7:30. Different. I get up at 5 through the week and on the weekend at 7, and I go to bed at 10 to 11 or something at night. I'm different. And then when I have the dogs and her, I'm also limited to filming because, oh, we should walk here now, which I understand. It's a trip and whatever, and it's nice there. But when I go alone, I can spend all my time just filming. TIFF is next year in March for me. So it must be this year for me in September. So I have to can film with the drone, drive somewhere where it's nice, look around if it's nice. I don't have to be okay, and you have to stop now. And I understand for her, it's just come on, let's go do something. And for me, it would be all filming, so that would be nice. The emerging call module got replaced last year in warranty. What did replace? I said one of the something was replaced. My first service of my RVs due this month, and I'm nervous. Do you mean service at the dealer, or you mean service at the dealer? You don't have to be nervous. It will be a lot of money, 200 to 300 euros, but it differs from country and from dealer to dealer. Even in Germany, the prices are totally different. And I don't think it's just the time. So if some worker is slow and some workers are a bit faster, it's just the prices for labor and I guess also what they're doing, even though they're not doing a lot. I don't think they do a lot. It's a lot of read out per computer. Are there any mistakes? No. We look at the brakes, they're all fine. We look at the fluid, it's fine. Maybe change the battery coolant or something. Koppelstange, yeah, this was it. There was an English name for it, something rod. Yeah. Have you ever considered a sales position at Volkswagen dealer? You're very good with explaining the e-platform features. Thank you very much. I'm good with explaining, but I'm not good with sales. And I'm also don't want to be put there to just sell one brand. So I can tell you other brands that have good things. I prefer what I'm doing now, where today I can say a Volkswagen is good, and if they bring out a new car and it's not good, I can tell you that. I have a leasing offer for an ENIAC 50 for 194 euros per month. ENIAC 50, isn't it a bit small battery? It's a good price, but I don't know. Can you? I would suggest more the ENIAC 80, the big battery, and see how much difference it is. And 10,000 euros. Let's look. What does Skoda says on the website? Let's do that. Skoda. Let's go in. Yeah, what the hell? Skoda. ENIAC. Start here. It's a nice website. How can you the 50? How do I do leasing changes? Private leasing, 24 months, 10,000 kilometers. You said 3,000 payment. Why can't I? Right, that's stupid. And it is 667. Then you have a very good deal. When you look at those numbers. That is a very good deal. And I didn't even put anything in there yet. So if it has let's say it doesn't have a special color. Oh, can I? 0000. Ooh, it's a special color. Let's take the color that doesn't cost anything. Next. How do I get next? Says it so. Would never buy anything from Elon Musk. I have nothing. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I wouldn't push Tesla down just because of him. Awesome Tesla production delivery numbers for the second quarter. Congrats to all shareholders, including me. Sorry for trolling. That's okay. It's not trolling when you're happy about something. In Turkey, we are waiting VAG EVs. There's none yet. Really, no ID series, no ENIAC, no Cupra Born. Can you read this? Maybe someone will hear there's a demand. Tesla started to sell. I think they know, and if they can sell stuff, they will do it. Maybe it just takes time to build. I need a car for commute. So it's fine with the 50, okay? Let's look more. What do we have? Only one tire, okay. That's all we have. Then we can only choose one thing anyways. And okay, what is this? Ausstattungspaket. Chromleisten. Yeah, you don't need that. Gepäcknetz, you don't need that. Panoramic roof, you don't need that. Steuerung-Paket, what is this? Let's take it because it's for free. That's it here. Oh no, smartphone holder, nah. Then clever adaptive cruise control, you need that. You need adaptive cruise control, even if you just you do it in the city, no. But if you go on the highway, you need that. The chrome thing, you don't need this. Blah blah blah, no need for that. Okay. Then we get on the website to 393 euros with your thing. So yours is 200, the half price. Go for it. I said it. Do you know where the rear wheel hand drive IDs are manufactured for the UK? If they bring them to CA, it will most likely be coming from same factory. There's some weird writing with a number in there. With dots in there. There are also all ID cars are manufactured in Germany. ID 3, 4, 5, Cupra born, Audi Q4 e-tron are built in Zwickau at the main electric factory that started 4 years ago with electric production. In Dresden, in the transparent factory, they're building ID3. In Emden, they're building ID4s, ID7 right now, starting. And in Hanover, they're building the ID bus. So everything is built in Germany. Together, battery cells come from Korea, I think. I'm not good. You probably can buy ACC in the in-car shop. Not right now. This should be coming at some point, but not right now. I don't think this whole buying software stuff, so real things that go on. And for ACC, you need the radar, you need a lot of stuff that the car needs to have. And I don't know if Skoda is building that already in when you get the car, and then you can buy it with the shop. For example, when I got my ID3, I have everything in the car that can do travel assist except for the button. They need a different steering wheel that recognizes that you have your hand on it, so it knows, okay, you are really steering. Because if you activate it with the software somehow, it thinks that you're not touching the steering wheel the whole time, even though that you are, so you get the warning the whole time. You get a grabbing stick now when you order a new Model SX in the UK because they don't produce right-hand drive anymore. That's true. Yes, you can. I did buy it. Really? Cool. With Skoda or with Volkswagen? I think it all depends on the car. You should ask before. But because if you buy a car, if you buy my ID3 right now, you cannot have travel assist. And if you buy an old ID3 that doesn't have adaptive cruise control, doesn't have the radar in there, you cannot buy software for cruise control. Would you buy a car with a mark history? What's marquee history, or some unknown high specs car for an unknown marquee, Seek or Volvo? You have to explain that a bit more. I don't know what that means. I read you mean buy a car from a brand that nobody knows? That's always tricky, because if there's something wrong with it, where is the dealer that deals with it when there's a problem? Something like this. Go to 80 Sportsline. I'm not saying you can't, I just don't know. I haven't seen it in any cars yet, but I also have always driven cars where it was standard. How much was it? How much did the extra in the shop cost for adaptive cruise control? I know that it should come for the new ID3s, that you can buy it for a month or a year or something, which I find totally stupid. I get it. Yes, if you only need it for a week, then you just buy it for that time. But I don't know. I would always buy everything. Servus. Hello, Peter, our Polestar 2 driver. Soon another Polestar 2. And another price was bid over 300 euros. So to activate that, in the configurator, if you get adaptive cruise control or not, was 3,000 euros. Did you see that before? How can it be only 300 then? Doesn't make sense. That means the hardware costs money, and why would they put in the hardware that is worth 3,000 euros if you only pay 300 afterwards? It's a bit sketchy. That's weird. Yes. Yes, that's what's happening next week. Not sure if you covered this already. I've been hearing second-hand prices after ID3 have been dropping drastically. I heard that already, yes. Don't mind adaptive cruise control in my car. You don't miss it? Are you crazy? I couldn't live without it. Even going to work, I'm having it on every second. 2 months left to deliver 2024 year. Ooh, in 2 months you get the car? So in September? Hardware was there. But somebody had to pay for the hardware. Or, am I wrong? If it costs in a configurator 3,000 euros? What are you talking about? 3,000 euros. It says in the configurator we just looked at. Where are we? It was the package with adaptive cruise control. There it is. If I want adaptive cruise control and it has the side assist, proactive, whatever, costs 3,200 euros. Okay, there's more in there. Okay, there's the driver attention, there's climatronic 3. Okay, there's way more in there. That's true. There's no seat heating in the front unless you get that package. And okay, profile as well. You don't have a driver profile without that? Bluetooth. Oh my god, so everything is in this package if you don't get that. I use my ACC all the time. Me too. Stupid to pay 3,200 for it. Greetings. Hey, Darren. What do you do with your right foot when ACC is on? Not a lot. I have it in the area if I have to brake or if I have to accelerate because I have to pass or something. Maybe because I have never tried it. Some people don't like it. Cindy doesn't use it at all. If you've seen the ID5 video, she didn't press one button when she went into the car. Just D and then B and then drove. Autogefühl reviewed a Seeker XID still by a Volvo. Again, you have to test it. Maybe it's amazing. It lacks travel assist, so it's useless in my honest opinion. Yeah, that is a regret that in my time there was not travel assist available for my car. I have to get the Max, which has panoramic roof, which I wouldn't like, and the 20-inch rims, which I wouldn't have liked. Oh, that was sad. But I used adaptive cruise control every time when I'm on a country road on the highway. That's all I do. For me, it's easier, and a speed limiter I've not used once in my life because I wanted to hold the speed and not for me to press on the accelerator pedal the whole time. It just does it. And everybody's different. You do what you want to do. That's fine. But I have it on all the time. And I have it on all the time, everywhere, except for in the city. And for me, it's that I don't drive too fast, that I keep the distance to the car in front of me if they are braking and I don't see it in that moment. And it helped me one time already. We were driving 108 or something behind each other. And then a car passed on the other side way too long. It shouldn't have passed there. And then the one car in front, 2 cars in front, braked like crazy. The one behind it also braked. ID3 noticed that the distance is low, braked as well. The one in front crashed, well, just a bit to the side in the one in front, but I was just fine. Again, if it's extremely I don't know, a wall there, then adaptive cruise control doesn't help you. But for something like this, where the people in front are braking and you notice it right away when you have a good distance, it's all fine. So I have this as safety for me not being too fast and getting a ticket, and safety that nothing is happening. That is a very common way to do it. Less options in manufacturing, and then they can upgrade over the air. Good business if you don't market it in time of original sales, which they don't. I have found my car shows maximum available DC charge rate depending on current temperature and state of charge, so no need to pay for ultra charger. That's amazing. That's very cool. Darren has the new EQE. The ID7 will have that too, and cars that will all ID cars that will in the future have ID software 4.0, which will show in the charge window what's your maximum DC charge that you can do, and then you can preheat with a button the battery if it needs to be heated, if it helps, or navigate to a charger. But that's awesome. It's a great thing. Like Darren says, if you see, oh, at this time your maximum charge rate is 110 kilowatt, why would you go on a hypercharger if you can use a different charger that maybe is cheaper? That's awesome. I think it has a simple cruise control as standard new. Well, I don't know if it has that. Again, I don't know. You have to ask. ACC in Tesla is afraid of bikers in left lane. I think ACC is always scared of objects in front. Bikes, when I drive behind a scooter or something that's slow on a country road, it also slows down. In ID3 and ID4 and so on, you can activate on the highway that it recognizes if there's a car on the left. In Germany, it's a lot of times that people are passing a truck or something, but another truck is passing the truck in front, and then everybody's driving 90, and a lot of cars are stacked behind on the left lane, and the right lane is free, and other adaptive cruise controls on the right side, they just go on, which in Germany is forbidden. You cannot pass on the right on the highway. That's a big no-no. You can lose your license. And in Volkswagen, you can select don't pass on the right, and then it will, even when you're on the right, it will not go forward to the car that is on the left. But other companies, so Kia, Volvo, I think every other, I don't know about Volkswagen yet, about Tesla, if they do it. For safety, emergency braking comes with ACC. That only does it when there's extreme braking, but if there is just, it does it at the end. The ACC has the good thing that if you're driving 100 and then the car in front of you suddenly drives 80, it slows you already down a bit, because the emergency assist stays the way it is, and then, oh my god, I have to brake, and then it brakes like crazy. 007 next. ID7 for you next. Most likely. License to stay in bed. most likely. I'm more and more convinced that I want this car. ACC in my right-hand drive e-Golf is unhappy with motorways in left-hand drive countries, even though I switched driving side in the options, which affects only the headlights, it seems. Yeah, that's just a program error that they shouldn't have done. I'm having a hard time deciding ID4 or Skoda Enyaq. I love my ID3, great car, but I need more room. Guess it's going to come down to price, but I'm one of those sitting on negative equity. I don't know what that means. ID4 or Enyaq, you just have to drive both and decide for yourself. If you want the screen here, I made a video about the differences. If price is more important, look at the price. I don't even think it's that much different, to be honest. Yeah, passing by saying hi. Hey, I thought you changed your name back. I thought I saw a comment from you, Jill, where it didn't say Le Maître, or did you change that already? You're always just passing by. You with your work and family crap. Has to be ID7 on this Volkswagen channel. Yeah, no, it's just I drove it and I liked it, and you saw it on the channel. I drove, I don't know, 50 different cars the last few years, and this just stuck with me. this was just something special. All the rest was, oh, this is great, but this is annoying and this is weird. And in this car I was, oh, it's like Walter. I thought I saw a comment from you. You commented on ID5 or something, post or video or something. I thought it was a different name. You said chill something. Negative equity means you owe more than the remaining value of the car. Yeah. Is Cindy going to test drive ID7 before you get it? Now. Where? No, she won't. Should I get a Citroen or a Porsche Taycan? For you, it's a Citroen, Ami. That fits you way more. That's you. Isn't ID7 too big for you? Yes, it is too big for me, but it's not an SUV. I'm not a fan of SUV, so high. Long? So, for example, a Model S Tesla would also be something I would consider. It would be a nice car to have, but it's just way too expensive. It starts in Germany at 110,000 or so, and the ID7 will start at 60, 65. Should I get that? We did that. Tricks to order ENIAC 80 and receive ENIAC 85 with software 4 next year without price rise. Negative, we did that. I did comment. With all that hair, I think you would suit ID Buzz Flower Power. Yeah, but this is just way too much space and way too big and high and too high of consumption to do anything. It just doesn't fit me at all. It's a nice car to drive, but it's slow, it's underpowered, the range is bad, and I never need that space. Yes, I don't need the space in the ID7. I like the more trunk space, I like that. I don't need that much space in the rear seats. I like that the consumption is way higher, the new motor, new software, new future for, I think with the ID7 for the channel, it's good that it's a car that will be delivered worldwide. So I hope that more people are interested in it. So I'm looking for that. Thanks for the tip. I was wondering which one of two more suitable for family of 4. Yeah, it's the Ami, of course. 4 people have to be in there. 4 grown-ups. I noticed something weird this week in the Kia EV6 that I'm driving right now. So I had the all-wheel drive Kia EV6 3 weeks ago. And it had different seats, but I thought it was fully spec'd. And this rear-wheel drive is GT line, and it has different seats, and the polstering on the seat is way more. It's not more comfortable. I don't feel like, maybe it's on a long distance trip that it would feel better. I don't know, but so far I don't feel any difference. Sorry, burp. But it's way higher. I'm sitting too high. I want to sit lower, but I can't. And I'm almost touching the roof. It's like an inch or 2.5 centimeters that I don't touch the roof. So if anyone is getting nearly 3 years since our video, that's true. Because I got the car in September, and I think 3 days later we met. That was a nice day, wasn't it? It was fun. What was I saying? Yeah, and so if you 182 centimeters, a bit over 6 feet, in this Kia EV6 that I have right now, even if the seat is all on the floor, you're touching the roof as the driver. So you have to put the seat very far back. I was not impressed with that. Can you buy Ford F-150 Lightning in Germany now? I don't know. Let's look. Ford. New electric Explorer, Mustang. I don't think we don't even have the normal F-150 Puma. No, you can't. Maybe soon. I don't know. Can you sit on the roof? Which car? You probably already talked about it last week, but what are your thoughts on EX30? I hope Volvo does a better job than Smart. The Smart #1 Cindy and I were both not very impressed. It feels like a cheap car. And a lot of people always said the ID3, it looks cheap inside. And Cindy and I have the exact opposite. For us, ID3 always felt a bit more premium than we were used to. And she said right away when she saw the hashtag 1 inside, this looks like a step down from Walter. It's not the same. So I hope that Volvo does a better thing with the EX30, that it's I don't know about the consumption. I never did a consumption test. I heard that the consumption is not amazing in the smart hashtag 1, but I don't know. When you look at the numbers for battery size and the WLTP range, it's not amazing. So it might be not the most efficient car, but I don't know how it is on the road when you drive a bit faster. Smart so far doesn't give me any press cars. I asked many times. They told me I'm on a list, but nobody's talking to me. I hope that Volvo does a better when it comes to loudness, because for me at 130 it was really loud in the Brabus edition, and the Brabus edition, the all-wheel drive, the motor were also very loud. But I'm guessing when you only get the rear-wheel drive 270 horsepower version, it's okay. I also noticed in the Brabus, yes, it was very early. The software I don't complain about because there's updates, and hello, I'm coming from Volkswagen. If they update this, it's fine. It's annoying with the Fox and whatever, who needs that? But hello, if they want to do that, all right. But I found that power and regen, it wasn't smooth. So when you use power and then you get off the accelerator pedal till the regen kicks in, it wasn't, you felt something is not right. Overall, the car didn't feel defined, and I hope that Volvo, because it's a year later or even more, can do a better job and get more out of this platform, but we'll see. Just cheap. I think when I was considering the smart hashtag 1 to buy it, I think the only thing that made me think about it was that it was a smaller SUV with a lot of power and all-wheel drive. That made me consider it. So if it would just be rear-wheel drive, I would have never considered the hashtag 1. The all-wheel drive 430 horsepower was the thing that was, maybe I should consider that. But for me, it was always in the eye, do I want a car that's built in China? Yes, there's always the people that say you can never do that, and the people, come on, everything else is built in China, and that's true. Both are true, but it's everyone's decision, and I was struggling with it. I wasn't sure, and it was always in the back, do I want it? And also that the hashtag 1 Brabus edition would have real leather on the seat. It was also something I never got a good around, so I was a bit happy that that it wasn't a good car and just decided against it. And with the ID7, I know it's totally animal free. It's built in Germany, and it's also 70% recycled material. So that was that is something important to me, but it doesn't have to be important to someone else. That's all your decision. I'm not judging anyone. Well, we'll see. I wish chill. My father had a Citroen Ami, the fossil one though. There's a fossil one, I didn't even know. Still hasn't paid you. Well, it has Android Automotive, that's already a good sign. Did this hashtag 1 have Android Automotive? I don't think so, hey? No, I don't think so. So the software will be better. But I'm not. For me, it was not about the software. It was all about the drive and how it all interacted. And I hope they're improving and they're making a better car, and it's not so loud in there. I'm a bit scared that price is more important than a good car, and I'm different. I get it. A lot of people, for them, price is important. I see. That's why we can talk about what the poll said. I have the poll, what car do I see a lot these days? A relatively new car, and it is the MG4. I see a lot of MG4s around here. And for me, the car drives okay, but overall, I don't know. You feel that it's a cheaper car, and it feels cheap and it drives cheap. And I noticed that with the MG ZS EV, which is a good car, but not for me. No Smart had the weird fox. No, and what I'm talking about, Smart had the weird fox in there. The same with the Marvel R and the MG5. And the MG4 was a bit better, but still, you drive a car and you feel if it's defined. I don't know. And for me, it's just I'm different. You said it. It's totally true. For me, I gladly pay more for something. Software, it was never okay. There's of course there's a limit, but software is not the problem. It's how I feel in the car. Lots of cheap people in Passau then, yeah. No, we have a dealer in Passau that sells the MG4, and I think that's the reason. I think I see 4 or 5 now, and almost daily, in weird colors. It's amazing. Yeah, start seeing more MG4 around here too. And it looks weird driving, especially in the rear. It doesn't look like it has a lot of space, but it's fine. The MG4 charging curve is very nice, way better than my ID3. I haven't seen it. I haven't tested it. I couldn't test it. Chris Weaver's video of Neos are funny. He feels stalked by that Neo avatar thingy. I can see that. Can you turn it off? I don't like the infotainment system on the Smart. Looks like a child computer. It looks weird, but it had a lot of functions that I liked. But overall, it just wasn't done yet. But this is software that wasn't done at that time, so I'm not complaining about that. Maybe you discussed it already, but is there a regulation in Germany on the low speed sound and in EV makes? That's not Germany, that's all of EU. Under 30 kilometers an hour, there must be an EV sound on new cars that come on the market. So if you have an old Model 3, Model S, there is no sound. If you get a new Model 3, then you will have an e-sound. And I heard a Model 3 last week. The e-sound is horrible. It's extremely loud, way louder than in other EVs, and it's not a good sound. What is this? I was not even outside. I heard it inside a room, and it was just a Model 3 driving out. And not a good sound. When I had the Model Y twice, I didn't hear anything weird. Maybe he did something with it, had a different sound than there. I don't know. Party Boy was really enthusiastic when he saw the car. He hasn't tested yet. Oh, you mean he saw the Volvo? Yeah, a lot of people saw the Volvo. Need to leave now. Great channel. Tschüss. Thank you, the Bandit. BYD Dolphin is one to go if you do not have money for more. Yeah, I saw it too. It looks nice. The Smart definitely isn't a small car, even when compared to an ID3. They're definitely gone for wow numbers with the Brabus, but I'm not sure they've done other things to support the performance. China cars always buggy. Tesla Burn found out the Hongqi charges slower on 800 volt capable chargers. Yeah, that's nice. I don't think that software is something with Chinese. I think that what I see with Chinese cars so far, I haven't driven too many Chinese cars, is that you can just feel, and not see, but feel the money saving. But I also see that with Teslas. Tesla Model 3 and Y, you can just see, let's not put a cockpit in there because we save money. Let's get rid of all the buttons, it costs money. Let's make it as cheap as possible. This is how it is, and it's fine. So, but the argument is not to make it better, it's to make it cheaper. Totally agree on your statements. You don't have to. No Smart had different. You said yes. C say in a mention. Oh, he meant C, not say. Mention. MG4. Lots of cheap people. We did that. MG4 trying to get better. We did that. A feeling of quality brings value in itself. That's a good thing to say. It's just, for me, it's when you drive, what do you hear? What do you feel? How is the steering when you accelerate? This was a big thing. I don't know if they changed it, by the way, but the Renault Megane E-Tech is a great car. I love driving this car. Yes, the rear seats, you don't have space for, but I don't need that. I think it looks cool. I really like the Megane E-Tech, but when I tested it, acceleration from a standstill was very weak, even though it's the same motor as in my ID3. And for me, that's important. That for me is a deal breaker. That's why would I drive this car? I think isn't it front wheel drive, and then that's why they had to reduce the power. I think, and it was high state of charge. But I was this is not something I want. But again, everyone's different. I'm a freaking weirdo. When I go to Japan, your live streams will be at 3 a.m. You're going to Japan? Have fun. Every 3 weeks I go to same building, then Neo-European headquarters in Amsterdam. Lots of bio, but not a big fan of look. I haven't seen a Neo yet, but I'm getting a press car in August. And I will see how that is. I will try that battery swap and charging and all of this. Sound under 25. Really? Okay, maybe it just it gets quieter and quieter then. I think he could not find a way to turn it off. I heard Secker design team is also here in Amsterdam, but never saw one. It goes below 100 kilowatt at 60%. ID3 does it at 30%. That's true. But isn't the smart #1 battery also a bit bigger? But again, ID3 58 kilowatt hour battery does not have a great charging curve. When it came out, it was okay, but now 3 years later, it's pretty meh. Yeah. So the big battery, the 77 from ID4 and so on, with the update being 140 is not a big peak, but it stays above 100 kilowatt to 73% or so. And with the Pro S and so on, 180 kilowatt and then slowing down, it's all way better. I agree, Tesla sounds horrible. VHE sound is like a twittering bird. It's just different. In the beginning, I was always a bit, and you notice it right away. Volkswagen Group sound. Even our dogs notice it. So they know Walter, the sound when I'm coming home. And we were walking someday and an Audi Q4 e-tron drove by and has the same sound. And they were like, Daddy, but I'm here. Mommy, who is it? I think you can change the sound in Tesla. Really? You can change it in the ID7 then too, and even in the Kia EV6, but the some sounds are just horrible. In the EV6, you can have a driving sound all the time, so when you accelerate even above 30, I turned it off. Chris is secretly buying a Rolls-Royce Spectre with his YouTube millions. Yeah, YouTube millions. Have we done the like game yet? No, we have not. We do that in a second when I'm done reading here. There's a lot going on today. Can I like already? Come on. I'm waiting for the SUV version of the ID7, maybe ID8. I don't think so. I think ID4 and 5 are the SUVs for now, because ID6 was ginormous and only for... Maybe ID6 is coming in Europe, but ID8 I see more of a luxury thing maybe in the past. We'll see. I feel my E-Tech have awesome acceleration. When I tested the E-Tech, when was this? 2 years ago? I can't remember. From the standstill, when you're driving 50 and then accelerate, it was awesome. But on a standstill, it was just... So, no, wasn't even in sport mode. Yes, it's front wheel drive. Thank you. Megane E is not same motor as ID3. Megane is maximum 160 kilowatt. I agree. I think Renault did a great job. Weirdo, that's me, Volkswagen weirdo. Try to get invited by Neo here. You or me? ID3 58 kilowatt is max 130 kilowatt charging. Yes, around 132, but it goes down extremely fast. The new curve since 3.0, it doesn't do, there's no change. In the big battery with the new charging curves that came with 3.0, it's a big difference. Other cars stand still when I accelerate my Megane E-Tech. Yeah, normal fossil cars, not other 150 kilowatt. Even Kona, e-Niro, they go faster from the line than the Megane E-Tech. Again, maybe they changed it. When I drove the car, it was horrible. And it wasn't, it was full. I've seen 132 kilowatt charging on the NX60, 58 kilowatt battery. Yeah, that sounds right. What would you think if Volkswagen offered an interior drive sound similar to BMW and Porsche under acceleration? They can do that as long as I can turn it off. Tesla cannot change the e-sound. ID7 station wagon instead of SUV. Exactly. For me, yes. A guy on YouTube took a Citroen Ami on a 200-mile road trip to France. Took him a week. I thought about it. There are the Microlino, the tiny cars. I have to ask them if they give me a car and I can do a little long driving test, because that's a lot of fun. Yeah, let's play the like game. There are 67 people here, which is shameful, by the way, but 30 people already like the stream, which is amazing. But we have a lot of great comments today, so I prefer a lot of comments like now to 200 people watching but not saying or typing a thing. So I prefer this live stream to other live streams. So thank you very much for being here today. I appreciate all 66 of you. A Microlino road trip could be fun. Oh yeah. So let's do the like game. I'm gonna count down from 3 to 0, and then you press your like button on your tablet, on your phone, with all the accounts you have. Even when you're watching on TV, you get your phone, come on, you have it right on your side. We're all addicted to this crap here. Let's press like in 3. Come on, focus on the hand. 2, 1. Like. Focus on me. Skoda Enyaq 80X, maximum charging at 174 kilowatt in warm enough. I did at 30 degrees. Yes, ID3 Pro S and ID4 5 GTX get even to 100, almost 180. He had to charge. He had to charge every 30 miles, which took nearly 3 hours. Oh my god! Why would you do that? That's just. To find the perfect charger in 30 minutes? What? Only from 30 to 41 likes. 51 likes. There we go. Come on, we can get to the 69. Ooh, we're at 69 now. Nice. 66 people left. 3 people left. That's okay. Thank you very much for participating. If you want to see my big tummy, there it is. Big fatty here. Already pressed. Thank you very much. But I really want to ask the Microlino, because I considered it to buy for Cindy, to show how bad EVs are. Come on, it's an EV for the city for 30 miles. I don't think that's to show how bad they are. It's just, it's the same with me and the Renault, not the Renault, the Dacia. What was the name? I don't remember that horrible EV. That with no power at all, and now Dacia chef, the boss, is saying we want less range and less motor power, but cheap. I don't know. I don't think this is the future. I think a Tesla with a lot of range and a lot of power and expensive, like with the Model S, is the future. And the same as, what was it? Dacia? I can't remember. Spring, thank you very much. It's just, have you tested the new Dacia Spring? There's a new one. Have a good week, Chris, and all on channel. You too, Johan. Where's the star of the show, Finnegan? He's on the floor outside because it's warm. Just buy a Smart 4 EQ. Yeah. No, but the Microlino looks just cool, and I'm gonna ask them for a press car that I can drive it. But I don't think they give a press car because they don't have a lot of range, and so they think, how do we deliver this car? Somebody has to drive 10 hours to get to you, so you have to come to us. You drive it for an hour, and then we bring it back. Maybe if I pick it up. But I think you can only charge with AC. But the Twingo did as well. But the Twingo charged with 22 kilowatt, which was cool. We'll see. Okay. I burp a bit and I stop. We did 80 minutes today. Great chat. Great stream. Thank you very much. That's all we need. We don't need 3,000 people here. We need 60 good ones. It should now have a bigger battery. Really? Why did the Dacia boss then say he wants less range and less power? Just cheap. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it very much. we all work tomorrow, I think. Yeah, but price war is about to start. Afraid that they afraid they do that to kill some of EU constructors whom won't be able to follow. Twingo runs out on the highway in the winter when you drive it too fast. Yes. That's why I don't get a car anymore. By the way, I find that shameful. They make a mistake with their car. There's something wrong. And then they blame me for showing it. That's a bit. I didn't say that, but it's just very weird that they give me a Zoe, they give me a Twingo, and then they say you don't get a car anymore after the Twingo. And the Twingo test was overall good, except for when it broke down, because it showed 15% state of charge, but it was empty. And I need the assistance and everything, and they're not. They could have said, yeah, there's something wrong with the help me. God damn it, my brain is empty today. B battery something. God, I'm brainless. And we fixed it now, and it was just in this car, and all is fine. That would have been everything. But no, you don't get a car anymore. They didn't even say, oh, we look. They only said we look at the car when it comes back. That's all they said. Nobody said, oh, we're sorry that this happened to you or whatever. So I'm mad as well. BMS, thank you. God, battery management system. Brain dead. Okay. Yes. You all take care. I will have a nice week. Hopefully you get maybe even a live stream if this ID Bus event is happening. Not on the drive, but maybe when I'm there. We'll see if it's happening. I hope so. I hope the weather stays that way. So far, Friday to Saturday looks good. I need an evening and a morning nice weather. Not because of driving. I don't care if it rains when I'm driving. It's about if I film somewhere in a nice area, I want to use the drone and film and show the camping equipment. And if it's raining, I can't do that. Or it's just annoying. Finnegan's back. Finnegan says bye. There he is. Hey, Finnegans. What are you saying? Go look at the camera. You don't want to look? My Finnegan. Okay. Again, you all take care. I see you. I don't know if I see you next week. We'll see. Bye. I have to make a new video. I always say that and I never do.